Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of What on Earth to Eat Now, especially to all our subscribers. If you do watch these videos and you haven't yet had a chance to click that subscribe button, please do. It really helps us out, helps us to keep making these videos. So let's get to today's recipe. Today I'm going to show you our favourite flapjack recipe. It's super simple and easy. What I look for in a flapjack is a chewy middle and a lovely crispy crunchy side. We found to achieve this, there are 3 things. Firstly, use porridge oats or rolled oats, not jumbo or steel cut. Secondly, don't boil your golden syrup mixture. And finally, when you have your oat mixture in the tin, leave it for 5 minutes before it goes in the oven to bake. And you will have the most delicious, chewy, crunchy flapjacks every single time. So I've got 175 grams of golden syrup in my saucepan, and into that I'm going to add 150 grams of odourless coconut oil. I'm going to add in 200 grams of soft light brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract. If you have the vanilla bean paste, you could just use 2 teaspoons, just like that. I'm going to add a heaped teaspoon of cinnamon here. I love cinnamon in this. And a pinch of salt. The thing I'm really looking for in these flapjacks is for them to be chewy in the middle and crunchy on the outside. I'm going to take it to the stove, I'm going to let it melt all together, make sure that it doesn't boil, and that's it. So I've got my lovely golden syrup mixture, and I'm going to add 50 grams of desiccated coconut into that, and 100 grams of raisins. I'm going to give that a stir. Really couldn't be more simple. And finally, 350 grams of rolled oats. These are porridge oats. Don't use jumbo or steel cut. Just simple porridge oats is perfect. And you'll have a lovely, chewy flapjack. Just put half in there, give it a stir. Just makes it easier. It might look a bit dry, but you'll see as you add it in and let it sit, it all gets absorbed by the oats. It's absolutely delicious. Just making sure to get all the edges, make sure it's nicely mixed together, like so. I've got my lined tin here, and I've put a little bit of extra oil there just to make sure it doesn't stick. This is a 20 by 5 centimetre tin, and I'm just going to put my oats in my tin. I'm just going to press it down with a wooden spoon and try and make it even. And then with clean, slightly damp hands, I'm just going to press it down as firmly as I can. And this is going to aid me in my quest for chewy flapjacks. It's really strangely pleasant doing this. Really pressing it down. I've preheated my oven to 180 degrees Celsius, and I'm going to just leave this in its tin for about 5 minutes before I put it in. The oats are going to absorb a bit more of that lovely golden syrup mixture, and it will help it to be more chewy and delicious at the end. So it's been 5 minutes, and now I'm going to bake this in the oven for about half an hour, 25 minutes. I'll check it at about 15 minutes, and I'll turn it so that I get a lovely even bake. So my flapjack's baked, it's gorgeous and golden brown on top, it's a bit dark around the edges and it smells incredible. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to just mark out my squares, so you can have 12 small ones or 6 larger ones, and I'm just going to do this gently. I'm going to let it fully cool and then I'm going to cut it again. Just gently pressing down. Just going to make it easier to cut it when I do. Just gently marking it out. So my flapjacks are cool, and I'm going to just cut them again using the marks that I made. I'm going to gently lift them out of the tin. They're beautifully golden on top, crispy on the sides. All that's left to do is to tuck in the perfect sweet tea time treat. They smell totally heavenly, and they can keep in an airtight container for up to a week. But right now I'm going to taste them. Chewy in the middle, crispy on the outside. You're going to absolutely love them. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of What on Earth to Eat Now. I do hope that you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you don't want to miss an episode, don't forget to hit that bell icon. We'll see you again next time for another episode of What on Earth to Eat Now.